LTC, we start with 1 hour chart. As we can see for the LTC, we get this sharp move and we see the reversal as sharp move as well, because I don't know what's the reason. Technically, we are not expecting to get this one. Anyway, we refer to my last analysis first. If we refer to my last analysis, since the price was within this move, we have been looking for buy by having entry at the top. And this is what we get, because I mentioned we're looking for one move up, then we are expecting, if the price cannot break the top of this correction, we are expecting the price to drop, and this is what we get. And I want to see what's the next, and beside we want to see why we get this one. Technically, again, technically we are not expecting to get this sharp move. It can be happen due to um, I mean, any reasons, either the news or either the market manipulation. All right. Now, want to see what's the next. First things, we remove this one, and still we are within this correction, because we mentioned if he wants to look for long term, we need to see the break. If he wants to look for buy, we need to see the breakout of this correction following either at the top or at least the price break 167.5 before we get the next trade for the long term. And even to look for this trade, there was no trade setup. This means if we wanted to look for this one, there was no trade setup either at the the lowest price or at the top, unless traders they get the trade based on 15 minutes, because the only way to look for the trade for those traders, they have been looking for trade based on 15 minutes if they consider this one as a flag, either this one or this one. Okay, now we move to daily chart. We want to see what's the next. And if we move to daily chart, if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for this correction. We mentioned we want to, if the price drop, we're looking for the breakout of 167.5 following by 152. How deep this the price we mentioned it can go. That's why I mentioned if the price if this one is a correction, we get one more drop, any reversal from there, we can look for long-term buy. But as we can see, the price couldn't break 167.5. That means still we're within this correction. And if we move to forward chart, this is what we can see. But the only question is how to look to put this one as a part of this correction. All right. And still, I believe if we want to look for the long term for buy, we need to see the breakout and confirmation of this correction. And the best thing is at least we get one more drop before we get a reversal. And at least we need to see the price drop to this zone. Okay, but if the price couldn't break 167.5, any reversal and for buy, we consider as a short term within this correction. And right now, we don't have any trade setup either for buy or sell. And if we move to 1 hour chart, even based on 1 hour chart, we don't see any trade setup either for buy or sell. Okay, again, we cannot put this one as a part of this correction if we refer it to the technical analysis. That's why the best thing is we wait for a few more hours, then we see what's the reaction. But if the price continue to drop, if we see the breakout of 167.5, the next level I'm looking for is 152, because if there is a breakout of this 167, we get one more drop. That means the price drop to 152. We consider this correction as a first correction, the last wave. Any reversal from there, we consider as a long term. But if the price cannot break 167.5, any reversal within this range is still be considered, doesn't mean any buy is still be considered as a short-term buy. This is how we look at the chart in terms of the technical analysis. But sometimes it doesn't follow exactly as what we expected. That's why if we get any reversal within this range, we look for buy as a short term. But if there is a breakout of 190, then this is where we're going to keep the trade. Okay. Anyway, at this point, I don't see any trade setup either for buy or sell. Even if I move to 15 minutes, we don't see any trade setup. The best thing is we don't jump into the trade, we do the trade setup. The only way is to look for, even if we want to look for trade based on lower time frame, at least we look for the flag. And we should have the proper management. As we can see, even if we move to 15 minutes, as we can see, the price sharply move after the 15 minutes, we see the reversal. That's why buying within this one, without the trade setup was not a really good idea, because if anyone bought at the top, no, they should experience this one. Anyway, the best thing is we wait and we get the trade setup or we get the confirmation for the next trade. No, we want to see if the price drop, we want to see whether the price can break 167.5 or not. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, or any trade setup can give us a confirmation for the next trade, either buy or sell. And mostly we are looking for buy. Then I will share. Thanks.